That night, the girl discovered something terrifying. She noticed the label on the pill bottle seemed off. She carefully peeled it back and was horrified to find her mother's name written underneath. For 18 years, her mother had been giving her these pills, but in reality, this wasn't any ordinary medication. That same night, her mother brought her the usual pill, and she placed it directly in her mouth. The moment her mother left the room, the girl spit the pill out. Staring at the green capsule, a strange unease crept over her. Late that night, while her mother slept, she snuck downstairs. She opened her laptop and tried searching for information about the pill. To her shock, the internet had been cut off. What she didn't know was that her mother was sitting in the corner of the kitchen, watching her every move. The next day, while her mother was watering the garden, the girl quickly called the pharmacy. But her mother's friend answered the phone, so she hung up immediately. She didn't give up though. She dialed a random number instead. Once connected, she asked the person to search online for information about the medication. The person told her it was heart medication, and it was red. The girl felt a chill run through her entire body because the pills she'd been taking were green. Doubt and fear surged through her mind. Then she came up with a plan. She convinced her mother to take her to see a movie. Halfway through the film, she made an excuse to go to the bathroom. She ran across the street to a pharmacy and asked the clerk what the pill was. The clerk told her it was veterinary medicine, completely unsuitable for human use. The drug would cause progressive paralysis of the lower body. Just then, her mother showed up at the pharmacy and tried to calm her down. Then she jabbed a sedative into the girl's leg, and everything went black. When she woke up, she was back in her room. The girl saw food on the table and immediately rushed toward the door, but her mother had locked it, and when she tried using a key, it was completely useless. She quickly realized something was blocking the door from the other side. She went to the window and opened it to check outside. After eating some food to regain her strength, she took a mouthful of ice water and held it in her mouth. Then, grabbing some tools, she climbed out the window. Using only her arms, she crawled toward her mother's room. When she reached the window, she used a soldering iron to cut a hole in the glass. Then she spit out the ice water she'd been holding. The temperature difference caused the glass to shatter, and she successfully got inside. Right then, her asthma kicked in. To survive, she had to crawl back to her own room and grab an inhaler from the drawer. After taking several deep breaths, she got her second chance at life.